Welcome and congratulations! You just made a step to stand up for your new business or your future business and your future life. So you are in the right place now. Today we are going to talk about how to start your business in 6 weeks. I'm going to share with you how to step by step how to build up your business in 6 weeks, even if you don't know what kind of business to start yet. So those who signed up for the challenge for the masterclass, going to have worksheets after the masterclass. So if you haven't signed up yet, I put the link on the screen now. If you haven't signed up yet, but you want to get the worksheets, then go ahead and sign up and grab a notebook and a pen, and I will be back in a second because I want to show you, give you some time to do this right now. So, welcome back. If you are new to my business, if you're new to me, I'd like you to know that I'm Timea Ashraf and I'm guiding single parents to turn their passion and existing skills into a business on a low budget. And today we are going to figure out how to do all of this in 6 weeks. So let's get started. If you have any questions while I go, then please comment below and I'm going to come back in the end and answer all the questions. So first week, we have to deal with our inner self. It's an inner work. And we need to figure out, first of all, why do we need a business? Because if you don't know why do you need a business, excuse me, you might not have a power to push through obstacles if they come in your way. But if you have a very good reason for starting a business, something that creates a big emotion inside of you, then it will be way easier for you to create your business and go through every obstacles that's come in your way. So I have a little exercise for you. I'd like you to type in a comment below. Is a simple thing. Just answer me, why do you want a business? And then I'm going to choose randomly one answer, and I'm going to ask the next questions after that. And I hope you set aside a little time, because I think today we're going to be at least like 2 hours long, because, lots of things I want to cover. I can't see any comments just yet. So I think until you write down, Facebook user, please click the link in the Facebook which says I'm streaming from StreamYard and you need to give me access to your name. Otherwise, I can't see your name. So you say, to give best life to my kids. So this is an awesome why. But when we go for our whys, it needs to be really deep and really emotional. So we can't really say things like, I want more money, because that's not going to push us forward. So the next question for you, why is it important to give the best life for your kids? And I'm going to wait for the answer. And this is the second level once we have this answer. For me personally, this is also on my list, because I also want to have my kids to have the best life possible, because who doesn't? Every single parent wants that, I think. So I let you type it in. Because I love see when they are happy. Yes, that is great. Why is it important for you to see them happy? This is the level 3 in the deepness. And I'm so glad that you're helping me out here so people can get a deeper understanding on how this 7-level deep works. And by the way, I learned this technique from Dean Graziosi, and I'm amazed by this. I think this is really awesome tactic or strategy to find out your inner why. Thank you for the love heart. So I have not seen your answer yet. I'll give one more second, then I'm going to come up with an answer. Yes, it's here. Hello, Karen. Welcome, welcome. So because I wasn't happy when I was a kid. We don't have enough money. Okay, this is good. So 1, 2, 3. The fourth one is why is it important for your kids' happiness to have enough money? That is the next question. So again, why it is important for your kids' happiness to have enough money? Yes, Facebook user again. I really don't know who you are, but I'm really glad that you're here. Parents work hard, but with no big results. Yes, this is a big problem in every culture, I think. And I'm really interested to know why is it important for us. And it's level 4, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. To enjoy things. Karen answered the question. Thank you, Karen. So this is the level 4. Level 5 is why is it important to enjoy things? Okay, another answer. I can give them possibility to go to best schools. Awesome. So for you, why is it important to go to the best schools? I really like this. I like that you both working with me in here. So we are in level 5 now. Sorry for my hands, actually. I just been gardening and I just ruined my hand. Okay, Karen, back to make the time together. Awesome. So level 6, why is it important to have time together? And our Facebook user, if they will have the best possible education, they can have amazing work. Okay, why is it important, level 6 for you, why is it important to have amazing work? So Karen's level 6 is for memories. Right, and the last one, the level 7 is, why is it important to have memories? Mm-hmm. I'm really, really glad that you two joining me and interacting with this, because everybody can see how does it work. So the Facebook user for us says, because I want they give their kids and family the best possible life. So for your level 7 then, why is it important that your kids will be able to give their kids the best possible life? And I'm touched on that level. Perfect. Normally, when we reach level 5 and 6, where is my camera? 6, then people get really emotional, and that is the showing you that you are on the right track. If you didn't get emotional in this exercise, that means you didn't dig deep enough. If you get emotional by number 5 or number 6, that means you are on the right track and you just need to continue until 7 levels. And current 7 level was, you never know when your time is up, and it is nice to look back on the simple things. Awesome. So should I assume that this is your why then? That's why you want a business, because you never know when your time is up, and it's nice to look back on the simple things. Would this statement, would this why push you forward enough? Would this give you the boost to push through every obstacles? Are you emotionally touched by this statement? I would be. is really nice. So as you can see, this is a really easy exercise. You just always need to ask back on the previous question. So first you start with the question, why do I want a business? And then you go deeper and deeper and deeper until you reach the 7th level. Now, this tool you can use in any kind of goal or anything you do, because you can use when you set your goals, and you can figure out why do you want to do that goal. You can use if you sign up for a course to figure out why is it important for you to do that course. So that way you will push through and you will do it anyway. It doesn't matter what's happened. So it's a really, really powerful tool. So I'm so glad for Dean to teach this to me. Yes, I want the best for all of us. Yeah, everybody, this is really, really awesome. Yes, everybody wants the best for their family. And I think this is really emotional for someone. So we know our why now. Let me just check my notes. Sorry, my memory is horrible. Now the next is I want to share my screen. Now we're going to figure out which kind of business suits our life the most. So let me just share my screen. Oops. Right. And I created some images for you. So this is an exercise what we use to work out what is the best business type for us. As you can see, we have 3 circles here. The first one is the passion. I'd like you to create this in a piece of paper and write down every single thing that you are passionate about. Then I'd like you to write in the next circle, what are you good at? What is the things that people asking you help from often? And the third circle, I'd like you to write down things that you know you can sell, you can get profit from. And while you do that, I'm going to explain the circle. So basically, we are looking for the things that fall into this green section, which is the sweet spot. We need to choose something that we are really passionate about, we are really good at, and we know we can generate money with it. So what happens if only 2 of this is true? So let's say you are passionate about something, but you are not really good at it. Then you are going to have a hobby, because to be honest, who's going to buy a painting from you, for example, if you are not good at painting? You can love it so much, you can be really passionate about it, but if you don't know how to paint, nobody's going to buy it, so you won't be able to sell it. And what happens if you if you choose something that only your passion and only you are very good at. Oh, sorry, I'm explaining the wrong one. So if you have only the passion and this sellable thing, but you are not very good at it, then it's happened that people won't buy. So you're going to have a failure. So this is, for example, I really love singing and I really love writing songs, but I'm not as good as it should be, even though it's things that it could be profitable, is not a right business for me because people won't buy it, especially because I neglected my voice and I can't sing the way I used to be before. So it's not a right choice for me. But if I would have something which is I'm really passionate about and I'm really good at, but is not something that people looking for, not something that people would buy, then it's gonna be a hobby only because we can't sell it, we can't generate money from it. And I'm just thinking what kind of example I can make. I don't really know right now. Do anybody has any example on what is something that you really good at and really love to do it, but you can't sell it? Now, because I'm so much into this marketing things, I can't really see what is something what you can't sell because I'm almost sure I could sell anything, but this is hard for me. Anyway, if you have the other option that you really good at something and it's something that you can sell but you are not passionate about it, then you will going to have a burnout because we need the passion, we need to like what we do, otherwise the days become boring, every day become the same work, the same hustle for not any joy inside. Then you will feel this hard feeling inside of you that you don't want to push it through. You're just going to find excuses and you're going to feel like it's hard work. That's why we need the passion element inside our business. So for me, I'm passionate about teaching and helping people to change their lives, and people telling me that I'm really good at teaching. And I know that coaching business is something profitable that I can sell or that I can get money from. So that's why I decided to choose coaching as my business, because it's fall into all of these three category. So let me see if there's any comment and if you are understand or if it makes sense. We have a comment here. Thomas say paintings. Van Gogh was good, but no one bought his painting till he died. Oh, yes. I'm not good at history. I don't know what kind of marketing he used. Maybe he didn't use the right marketing, or I don't know. But sometimes it happens. It's a big problem for me as well because I love painting and people telling me I'm good at it, and I really like watching what I painted. But it's actually hard to sell for me. For the first reason is if I wanted to sell my paintings, I need to have lots of time to be able to paint enough paintings to be able to sell it. And what I don't have is time, so I can't even finish one of the paintings that I started months ago. And so it's not a right business for me, even though I would love to do that. And artistic things are always a little bit harder to sell, or maybe it's just an unconscious bias for me because I grow up in a country where people don't really appreciate handmade items, and they won't really pay for you even enough to cover the cost of the material that you've been using creating that piece. So that's why I decided to choose coaching as my business. Right, I'm back. I'm sorry for this. I hope you are still here. Let me just get my screen back. So what I was saying is I really struggle selling my paintings because I don't have enough time to create enough painting to sell. And back in Hungary, I lived in a country where people didn't even wanted to pay enough money for artists for handmade products that would cover the cost of the product. So that's why I have a kind of a bias that is harder to sell, but I might be wrong about this. Now let's get back. Who did these circles? Did we find out our sweet spot while I was away? I'd really like to see what are your all sweet spot is. And then we go to the next step. Right. Perhaps people fallen off because I'm stuck. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to keep this masterclass for 2, 3, 4 hours. And if it's too fast, then watch the replay again and again if you couldn't catch something or if you need more practice, because I try to cover everything possible in at least less than 2 hours, hopefully. So the next thing we need to do, now that we know why we want a business and we know which kind of business to do, now we have to be dead honest with ourselves and write down in a piece of paper, where are you right now, financially, relationship-wise, health-wise, I don't know, family life, every aspect of your life. Where are you right now? And once you've done that, we will going to see where we want to be in 5 years. We are going to create some smart goals for ourselves. And I'd like you to see my screen. 1 second. Is it big enough if I show it this way, or should I show the full screen? This is the full screen. This is the smaller screen. I think you can still see my camera in a full screen or not. I'm not sure. Anyway, I leave it on full screen. This picture's more important than me. Oh, sorry. I knew I forgot something. Now, when we have our sweet spot, we figured out our idea, we might have more than one of them. And so I have this other worksheet. And if you registered, you will get these worksheets. So you can work them out at home in your own time. And this worksheet is about choosing the right one. If you have 4, 5, 6, or even more things in the sweet spot, because we are all multi-passionate people, we could be having more. Then I have some worksheet for you where you can work out which one is the best. And one question is to consider is like the time, what I just mentioned, like why I didn't choose the painting as my business, because I don't have enough time to create the paintings that I want to sell. So there are questions like, how much do I have to invest in this idea? Because some business ideas could be really expensive. Some ideas need lots of money to, I don't know, rent a salon or rent an office or pay upfront something. So this is something you need to consider before you choose your business type. Then how much I can invest in my business. So once we know how much the business idea would cost, we should know if we have enough or not. So we can see if that business idea is right for us or not. Then how much time does this business take? And again, I'm back to my painting. Do you have enough time to create the product that you want to sell? Or do you have enough time to coach one-on-one enough people who's going to pay for you? Or do you have time schedule when people can book one-on-one coaching with you, because you are free on a time when other people's free, or you only gonna be free in the middle of the night like I am. So these things that you need to consider, like how much time do I have to spare? It's again, you first see how much time the business needs to have, and then you see how much time do you have. So is the two match? Is the two linked together? Can you do it or cannot? Then is it a good fit for my family life? This is to deal with your family's values and principles, and what are you doing every single day. Is it something you need to have, for example, 3-4 hours in one block to work on your business, and then you don't have 3-4-5 hours in one block because you have to do the school runs 2 or 3 times a day? Then it's something you won't be able to do. So then again, this is something you need to consider. Then do I need extra training to do it? So you might be good at something, you might be passionate about it, and it is something that can be sold, but there would be areas where you might need an extra training. For example, right now that you're taking this masterclass to get started in your business, and then you can write down what kind of training would you need to get this business ready. For example, if you need any kind of qualification to do the business, you will need to enroll in a course to get the qualifications. And this is another thing you should consider before you choose. Then, will anyone support me with my idea? So it's a bit hard to do a business when you have nobody to support you. But I'm telling you, most of the time, your family and close friends are not going to be supportive. And it's not because they don't like you. Just let me give my camera back. It's not because they don't like you, they don't love you enough to support you. It's because they love you so much, they don't want you to fail. And so they can't see what you see. And a very good thing I just listened from Trent Shelton. He said, God give you the vision, don't expect others to see. So if you are looking for your family members or friends or anybody to support you, you need to keep in your mind that the vision you have, they don't. You might see yourself somewhere else where they see you, and you can probably see the possibilities that you can reach where you want to go, but they might be not seeing that because they might be have different ideas of the world. They might be have different biases of the world. They might be have how does it called? There's two type of mindset. The one is who's open for changes and is always growing, and the other one is who believe that we are born in a way and we can only do the things what we're born to do. I can't remember the terms of these two mindsets, but maybe you have one kind and your spouse or family members have the other kind. So just keep in your mind that most of the time, I would say 90% of the time, your family members and close friends won't support you. So don't be let down if it happens. This is one of the hardest things in starting a business. Now, then we covered his. I'm listening, but in too much pain to write. It's all right. It's all right. Did you sign up, Karen? I think you did. I remember your name in the sign up form, because I will send you these worksheets then, and you can work it out for yourself on your own time when you are feeling better. Now, let's get back to the sheet. So, the SMART goals. When we set goals for ourselves, who here set a goal for New Year's to change their lives? Let's say stop eating sugar or stop drinking alcohol, or I don't know, start a new job. And in the end, they haven't done anything about it, or after 2-3 days they give up. It's happened because we don't set our goals a way that is achievable, and we not set ourselves up for success. So to do that, so many people teaching this material, and it's called SMART goal setting, and it's an acronym. S stand for specific. So it's not enough to say, I want to earn more money in 1 year. You need to know how much more exactly you want to earn. It's not enough to say, I want to lose a lot of weight. You need to know how much is that lots of weight, and when you want to lose it for. So it needs to be specific. Like, for example, if you want to lose weight, then use a specific amount. Like, I want to lose 20 kg by the end of the summer, or by the end of August, or something like that. Then it has to be measurable. So you need to be able to measure your progress. So you need to measure yourself in the beginning where you are, and then measure it time after time to see if you are going in the right direction or not. So I always come with the same example with weight loss. If you have a measuring tape at home and you want to lose kgs, you won't be able to measure that, because the measuring tape only going to give you centimeters or inches. It's not going to give you kilograms or stones. So you need to set your goal according to the measuring thing that you have. So in this case, you would need to add the goal, like, I want to lose, let's say, 5 centimeters or 5 inches by the end of summer. Then it has to be attainable. So it's about, like, do you have the willpower to push it through? Do you have what it takes? Is it possible for your life to do that? And I always link the realistic together with the attainable, because they are really joined together. Is almost like the same thing, because it has to be realistic. It has to be something that is actually physically possible. So we can't say we want to lose 20 kg in 5 days, because it's just impossible and unhealthy. So you need to keep in an area of what is really going to be possible, not setting yourself up for failure. And it has to be time-based. So you need to have a deadline. If you don't have a deadline, you are not pushing yourself towards the goal, because you will say, like, oh, I have more time. I don't need to hurry. I can do it tomorrow. But if you have a deadline, you know when is it time to be reaching your goal. And also, if you don't have a deadline, you don't know if you got there. How do you know if you reached your goal on time if you don't have the deadline? So that's why it's important to set the time. And I have another worksheet for a few questions to work out SMART goals and action plans for yourself to be able to set your goals for success. And there, the first question is, where I want to be in 5 years. So once you write down your big vision, your big plan, you can even create a vision board. Like, I don't know if you can see behind me, that vision board we created with my children. And that board has the things up, what we want to achieve in 1 year. Now, we didn't do this in January, so we did it sometime in the middle of the year, but it's still good. And it's vision boards are good because they are So I'm back. Sorry for these technical issues. I don't know what's going on with my internet. So what I was saying, the vision boards can help you keep your goals in your eyes, in front of you. So if more often you see them, more you will visualize them, and the more will it come in your mind, and you manifest the things what you like. Now, whether you believe in law of attraction or not, you manifesting in your life, if you want or if you not, is a law, kind of law. So it happens. And sometimes we look back in our past and then we realize how things happen for some reason what we didn't even know. And so vision boards are good to help us with our goals. Because, for example, if you want to lose a weight, you can put a picture up on the vision board which shows you in the way that you want to be. And then every single day as you see that picture, you will tell yourself that I want to be that. You focus on that thingy, and more you focus on it, more power you will have from it. So let's get back to share screen. So then once we have our 5 years goal, then we need to break it down and into 5 smaller years. And then you can see what I want to achieve in 1 year. What is the things that you need to achieve in the first year to be closer enough to the 5 year to be able to reach there. Once you figure out the first year, then you need to break it down even more. What do you need to do and get accomplished by the end of the first month? And again, once you figure this out, where you have to be in the end of the first month, then you break it down even more. You can see what is the plan for the next week and for the next 4 weeks to reach your first month goal. And once you get there, you can start thinking about, okay, I need to get this many things done in 1 week. What do I need to do tomorrow? And what do I need to do the day after? And then you can break them down day by day. And this way, you're not going to have this huge, big goal in your focus that you even maybe feel it's impossible. You're going to have these tiny, tiny little stepping stones that you know is achievable, and you're going to push it through because you will see the big vision in your mind, and you will know that if you take these small steps, then you will get there eventually. Because we need to take every single thing, every single big things step by step. Like the saying goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So I hope this is help and makes sense for you. And with this slide, we have figured out our first week in the 6-week course, 6-week plan of starting our business. Now we are back to the week 2. Week 2 is about our ideal clients and the products that we're going to sell. So when you're thinking about your business, you need to know who is it for, who's going to buy from you, who is it that really want the things that you can sell, what you have to offer. And the other part of it, you need to think about who is it that you really love to work with. So maybe you have 2-3 different kind of ideal client potentially. For example, if you are a children's activity provider, you can have an ideal client as a parents, or you can have schools and nurseries, or you can have community centers. But maybe you don't want to work with schools because, I don't know, you just don't like it or don't feel like it. So you can tick that off of your list and you left with 2. So need to consider which is the kind of people who you really love to work with when you figure out your ideal clients. And let's see the ideal client avatar worksheet to figure out what you need to know about them. Now, this is a big worksheet, and as you can see, it needs regular review. But when you work out your ideal client avatar, you need to gather as many information of your ideal clients as possible, because you're going to use these informations in your marketing, in your visuals, in your branding, in every part of your business. So on the worksheet, I added a key image next to the questions that are essential, and whichever doesn't have a key is optional, but is good to know. And the questions are like, what is the gender? So it's not enough to say, if I'm an children's activity provider, it's not enough to say I want to work with families, I want to work with parents, because if you go by this, it's like a spray and pray tactic. You're going to spray on everyone and pray that someone will come to you. Basically is not a good idea. If you try to talk to everybody, you're going to appeal to nobody. So you need to narrow it down. You need to narrow your niche. That's why we have these so many questions. So you need to know what gender they are, then what age range they are. So you can't talk the same way with a child, for example, if you market something for children, you can't market the same toy to a toddler the way how you would market the same toy to a teenager, for example. Because obviously a toddler won't understand the language what the teenager would. And the same happens with every single industry and every single kind of person. So if I'm in the children's activity sector, the parents would talk differently than how would teachers talk. And if I'm trying to reach schools, I would probably talk about personal development, key stage 1, key stage 2, and stuff like that. But the parents might not care about key stage 1, key stage 2. They will still care about personal development. So you need to know who they are or what age range they are to know how to talk with them. Then where are they living? It's important as well, because you need to know if you can reach them online, or you are living close to them, or are they going to be interested in something that you selling and they can't attend? For example, if you have an event in your town and is a jump by event where they have to turn up, but they are living in the other side of the world, they won't be your customers because they can't come by to your event from the other side of the world. So I hope this makes sense. Then what is their relationship status? It's again important to know, because if they are married, they will talk differently and have different issues than if they are single. If they are single, they would probably want to talk about relationships, to get new people in their lives, to get a partner. If they are married, they're not looking for that. So it's different how they communicate. Again, do they have kids? If yes, then what age? It's again important, because if a parent have a kid, they all the time talk about their kids, and is a sweet spot to reach people, because who doesn't want their kids to be happy? Who doesn't want to spend more time with their kids? And if they have kids, then it's a powerful tool to use in your marketing. Is maybe not nice to say use, but you know what I mean. If they have kids, then you can use that in your marketing. Now I put things like how much do they earn and where do they work. Is not going to be relevant to everyone, but we need to consider this, because if they don't earn enough to pay for your products or services, then they're not going to be your customers. And in my case, for example, just to have a personal example, and just give you back my camera. In my case, I non-stop getting the other coaches telling me that, oh, I have to have high ticket offers. I have to have my one-on-one coaching in for thousands, and I have to launch courses and products for thousands. But my ideal clients are the single parents who want to start their businesses on a low budget. So if they're looking for low budget solution, how am I supposed to sell them a high ticket offer? So that's why I do not support this in my business, to have high ticket things. Well, I'm not saying I don't have any of them, but I'm not marketing them right now, because I know my clients, my ideal clients, they need cheap solutions to get where they want to be. And so that's why I need to know the people, when I'm looking at them, how much they earn, because I know they are going to look for cheap solutions. I'm not going after the people who rich and who can pay anything and anytime. I'm going to go after the people who needs the cheap solutions. I hope this makes sense. Then what phrases do they use? So for example, again, if you are talking to a teenager, they're most probably going to use slang a lot. And so you need to be on the top of the slang that what they're using. Or if you are going to have, let's say, a consulting or a coaching for drug addict people, you need to know the slang that they are using, because they have their own slang. Or if you gonna work with teachers or any other profession, or if you're gonna work with lawyers, you need to know the slang or the professional language what they are using, and you need to incorporate that in your marketing. What do they watch or read regularly? What are their interests? This is not a key element, but it's again something you can use in your marketing, because you can find, in the news or in a media or in the newspaper or anywhere, you can find articles of those people, what they are like to watch and read about, and link that to your business in one way or another, or with your posts or with your articles. And that way they will be interested in reading what you have to say, because you're talking about the things that they like, what they're interested in. Key element is, what do they hate? If you don't know what they hate, then you might be triggering them and they will leave. So you need to know what they hate, and that way you are not using that thing in your marketing and in your business, because you don't want to make them leave. You want them to pay for you. You want them to buy your products and services. So you need to avoid using things and language and anything that they are hate. And then there are circumstances. How do they describe their struggles? What situation are they living in? Where they are now? This is to figure out your marketing messages. We are going to use this later on. So you need to know these answers, because we need all the pain points of what they have. We need the struggles, the things that keep them up at night, to craft our perfect message and hook for them to read what we have to say. And we also need to know what motivates them, where are they want to be, where they are going to feel happy, when will they say that their life is the best possible. So I'm not going to read all of this now. If you signed up, you will get these worksheets to work it out. And you can still sign up, even though if it's late, you can still sign up. You can sign up later as well if you're watching this on a replay. So make sure to sign up for this course if you didn't, so I can send you these worksheets. And then the next thing is to figure out, what can we sell? So if you see this image, I created this image to see how many income streams you can have. So your offers will be two main kind. The first top three is belongs to you, what you can products that you can sell, services that you can do, or things that you can teach. These are the three things that coming from you. But you can partner up with other people, and you can have affiliate programs, or you can have partner programs which can add to your offerings, or you can buy retail products and earn money with selling them for a higher profit. Now, affiliate is actually when you sign up with a company, and the easiest to explain is, for example, you making videos on how to use tablet, for example, and you sign up for an affiliate program. Let me share my camera back. Oh, you didn't see the screen. Oh gosh. So basically, I will show the screen again. When you sign up for an affiliate link, is mean like when you show people how to use the tablet, and then you tell the people that you can buy this tablet if you go and click in the link in the description, and that link will come from the company, but is attached some special thing in the end, which will tell the company that the people come from you, and then the company will pay you some money for promoting their business. So basically, this is what affiliate marketing is. And almost every kind of industry will find something to link with their businesses to be an affiliate program. And also partnering up with others is a helpful thing. And I just, I can't remember where I learned it, but I listened to training and somebody had this example that if you are somebody who's selling flowers for a wedding, then you can partner up with jewelry businesses, and you refer the people to the jewelry company to sell the ring to them. And when they sell anything for your customers, they will pay you some money. And same way back, they will refer their customers to you. And when you sell your products for their customers, then you will give some money for them. So this is what I mean by partnering up. And this can give you lots of extra money. But it's okay, it's again a little bit of extra work and research to see who you can partner up with. But I think this is worth the effort, because it's a really good thing. So let me just share back the screen. I don't know where is it gone. So this is the products and services worksheet what I created. And again, if you sign up, you're going to have this worksheet, but it's really easy. You just have 3 circles in the top, which will be your products that you can sell. The second one, your services that you can do. And the third one, the things that you can teach. So perhaps you can create courses or masterclasses like I do now. And then in the bottom one, you can have the affiliate or partner programs, and you can have the retail things or drop shipping if it's linked to your business. By the way, drop shipping is basically when you set up one product in your website as selling it, and when a customer buys that product, you order it from the retailer or from the factory, from the money what the customer already paid you, and the factory or the retailer will send the product straight to the customer, not to you. So this makes it easier not to have a storage or not to have an upfront investment in any kind of products. Now, we have our business plan. We have figured out our business. We figured out our goals. We figured out our ideal clients and products. Now we reached the week 3. And week 3 is about organizing. And the first thing I think is important when you start organizing is to know the name of the business. Because when we have our business plan and website and every single aspect of our business, we need to know what name we need to use. So let me share my camera again. First of all, whatever business name you choose, you need to check if it's still available and nobody's using it yet. On the worksheet, there is a link. It's called Name Checker, I think, where you can type in the name that you want to use for your business, and it will give you a lots of list in every single social media and websites and everything, if it's still available or if it's not. Now, there are multiple kind of business names you can choose, and I'm going to go back to the screen for you. You can have a business name that reflects your name. So, for example, Timea Ashraf Business Coaching, for example. This way, your customers will straight away know who they are dealing with. Then it can be something what you do. So let's say you say Dreaming Fairies Dream Consultant, then you include the Dream Consultant inside your business name. That way people straight away know that you are a dreaming or sleep consultant. So the second type of business name is if you use the terms or what you do. The third one is an acronym, which is, for example, KFC. I don't know if you knew or not. They choose to have a business name as KFC because the long name would be Kentucky Fried Chicken, and the fried chicken is not a healthy food, and they don't want it to be associated with an unhealthy food, so people won't buy it. That's why they chose to have KFC. Then you can choose a business name which is a dictionary word, which is already in the dictionary. But I think it's more difficult maybe to find something which not being used yet. And you can have you can create a word like Pinterest is created its own word from pin and interest and join them together to create the Pinterest word. Or you can join two existing words together like Facebook, face and book, and join together Facebook. So there are multiple ways to have your business name done, and you can play around with it. But I do recommend you do this as soon as possible because so many people starting new businesses every single day. And so the names are getting harder to find because people are reserving their names. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't have it. So I would advise you after the masterclass or within the first week or two to start thinking of your business name, or maybe check on the name checker website and get your business name secured if you are really, really sure about your business. And one important thing is to keep in mind to avoid having a business name that can be misspelled, because it's gonna lead to a lot of trouble. If people doesn't know how to spell the business name, they won't find you anywhere. They won't remember your website. They won't remember your business. And so this is one reason why I'm not using my original name like Maglotsky. I was called Maglotsky because people can't even pronounce it. How could they even remember? And not to mention spelling it, because it's really difficult. So make sure if your name is difficult, don't use your name as a business name. Use something else, something which is not easy to make a mistake with. Now, the next thing, once we have our business names, we have to think about our visuals. When you create your brand, is more than just visuals. Basically, lots of people think then that branding is only your business name and your logos and your images or colors, and that's all. But basically, branding is way more than that. Branding is actually yourself, is who you are and who you targeting and what you want people to feel in when they contacting with you. Your branding has to contain your values and principles, the things that you want people to feel about you, the things that you want to project outside from you. And so that's why I like to use a trick to choose my visuals. I always go to the Google and type in color meanings of colors, and I have some idea what are my favorite colors or what do I like, so I just go check out what the meaning of those colors are, and then I'm trying to find 4 to 5 colors that will have the meaning what I want. So my colors are like brown and black and gray and blue because they project things that is somebody who's knowledgeable, somebody who's trustworthy, somebody who's caring, and things like that. So I wanted to project that. And people don't really know, but subconsciously, our minds get some kind of, signs from these images, these colors, and they are acting differently. So, for example, when you see the red color, your mind will automatically alarm you that something is happening, something is you need to look after, or something is danger maybe because it's red. And so same way with the yellow. That's why all the dangerous things on the road signs, for example, yellow, because people automatically, subconsciously think that the yellow is something is dangerous or something is what they need to look for. So back to the screen. And do let me know if you have any questions, or if I'm going too fast, or if it makes sense, or if it's good, or what do you think? So I covered this one. Images. Choosing your branding images, what you use for your logos, for your social media posts as a background image or anything. Again, you need to look at your ideal clients. You need to look at if you want to attract families, or you want to attract single people, or you want to attract somebody who's poor or somebody who's rich. And you need to incorporate these in the images that you use. For example, if you want to talk to families, they like to see pictures from other families. So you can add images in your brand that has other families inside. If you want to attract poor people for some reason, then they most probably don't like to see the rich people bragging about the limousine behind them. So they would more likely to connect with somebody in their caste, somebody who's also poor like them. So keep this in mind when you choose your images, and like what is the post about, what you're talking about. If it's something, if for example, if you're talking about an online course, then you can use images that project that the post is about an online course. And again, in the example, if you want to reach families and you're talking about an online course, then you can use images where people or families sitting in front of a laptop or a computer and studying together or do whatever on a computer. And that way they know that it's for families who wants to go online. Right. When you do your images, I have some anatomy for you on how to create good thumbnails or images for your courses or images for your posts. And as you can see, we have an image here. Now is in one side, you can add an image of a person. Lots of people use funny faces, like excited faces or pointing fingers, which points to the text. Or you can use an image of the product if you're talking about a product in the video, what you're using this image for. Then if you have a separator, use the separator in your branding color. So every image that you use should contain your branding colors to be consistent, because if you change your colors regularly, people will be confused, and confused customers don't buy. Confused people don't buy. And they might not remember what you do. They might not remember every aspect of your business, but they remember if you're always using the one color, then they know that, oh, brown is for her. If they see images and they brown, then they associate you straight away. Oh, I like her, and her pictures are brown most of the time. So let's see, maybe this post belongs to her. I hope this makes sense. So again, the background of the image should be another one of your branding color. Then the title should not contain too many information. The main title is in the top, or you can have only the main title if it's enough to explain what the image about or what's the video about, and then that have to be big. Then on the thumbnails or on the images, we should use, or most of the time people use capital letters only, because it's easier to read and easier to see, and they need to be big letters. So on the top, on the main title, you need to explain what is it, what is the picture about, what is the video about, what they're going to see after clicking this image. Then you can add something to explain where is it. So like you say, 7 tips to grow your business. Where do you want to grow your business? On Facebook. And then you can explain the kind of video, the how, which is, as I said, step by step. So it's not going to be something very quick tip or anything. Now, you don't need to include all of this in the thumbnail, but this is a good example of how a thumbnail should look like. And now we reach to the next session, which is where am I? 1 second. Which is our inside the organization section. I'm just wondering, are you still with me? Are these making sense? Are they giving you some value yet? We are halfway through, approximately. And I don't know how long is gone already. I don't know how many hours we are. 1 hour gone and halfway through. I think is a good time. Cool. So the next thing on organization is we need to know what kind of documentation do we need for our business. So let's go back to the screen. Now, the first one on what you can see, the business manual is not essential, but I would recommend everyone have one. Actually, a business manual is a booklet for you that you can keep, and you need to keep it very, very secretly somewhere, safe, because this document will contain every information about your business. And the main purpose of this document is, I think, 2 things or 3. First of all, if anything happens, like you forget your login details, you forget your any kind of detail that you need, or you moving house and you lost your documentation, or you don't know how to log in again, if you have a business manual, you will know, because you will have every single information inside. Or if your computer is break, if your phone break, and you didn't remember your login details because you always went for an automatic login, and then now all of a sudden you need to log in again. And we all have so many accounts that we need to keep on top of our mind. Like, we have our social media accounts, multiple of them. We have our email accounts. Probably some of you have multiple of them as well. We have our Google accounts, YouTube accounts. We have email marketing accounts, business accounts, so many things, and they all need the login details and passwords and memorable words. So it's always good to have this business manual where you can write all of this information down. The second reason for having a business manual, if in case anything happens with you and you die and someone else takes the business from you, or for any other reason, somebody else joining your team, for example, and you need to tell them how the business work, this is a great way to just give them this business manual, and they will know exactly what to do and how to do and who to talk and where are your clients and where are your partners and everything. So this manual should have all your login details, your bank details, your website address and details, your ideal client avatar, your goals for the 5 years goals, your values and principles, and your business plan. What else? The information in where the people can find your content for your business. Where do you keep your images? Where do you keep your text or any other things? I think that's all. Lots of things have to be in this document, but make sure that you keep this business manual safe, because it will have so many sensitive information in it. Now, the next thing you need is a business plan. And the business plan, I hope you can understand, but this night will not be enough to explain every single step, how to create these documents. But I do have a worksheet. So if you'd like to have a checklist for the business manual and a worksheet for a business plan, or a checklist for the business plan, let me know, and I add those worksheets to the homework what I'm going to send out to you, because these are really long to explain. Your business plan has to have your visions, your values, your missions, your partners, your target market, your marketing plans on which kind of media you want to use to market your business, or where do you want to market, and how, what is your plan if things go wrong. So many things have to go in a business plan. Then you have to have your policies for your website and for your services. If you have a website, you have to have a privacy policy for people to know that they are in a safe place. You have to explain how do you collect their information, why do you collect their information, and what's going to happen with that information. When you sell any service, you need to do the same, have a separate policy for that, because they're going to fill the form for example, they're going to give you their addresses to send the products for their address. They have to have these policies because it's in a law, it's a GDPR law in UK, that you need to have these policies to keep everybody safe. And just a disclaimer here, I'm not a legal expert, so you do need to look into these documentations and contact with a lawyer or an accountant or someone to put you in the right direction. Even if you use my worksheets, that will help you to limit the time with your lawyer. So you're not going to pay for them like tens of 20 of hours, because you're already going to have your plan ready. They just need to include the legal terms and to fix if anything not good in it. So you're going to cut off lots of money on there if you do the business plan by yourself first and then you go to a lawyer. Then you need to have terms and conditions on your website and on your services as well. So for your website, you need to explain what are the kind of rules to use your website. You can add the things here like everything which is on the website has a copyright, and don't steal the content and stuff like that. Terms and conditions. If you build your website, you can have plugins which will create these terms and conditions for you, which is a really good thing, because then you don't need to do it yourself. And I do recommend you always research your own industry. What kind of terms and conditions and what kind of policies do you need for that industry? Then on the website, you have to have a pop-up cookie policy that tells people that cookies works on your website and is collecting information, IP addresses, and they need to agree with the cookie collection or opt out from it. And it's in a law again that you have to have a pop-up window for this, for the people to know about the cookies before they even see your content. Then you have to have a payment policy. This is important because this will make your life way easier. And if anything goes wrong, people don't paying you as agreed, then you can take it to the court and get your money. Otherwise, if you don't have a payment policy, you can't do that. And when you build your business plan, this will be included in the business plan as well. Now, I missed out the disclaimers. Disclaimers are things like if you are, let's say, you have health-related business, but you are not a doctor and you're giving advice of some kind of advice on health-related, you need to have a disclaimer that you are not a doctor, you don't have a diploma in doctor diploma or anything like that, you're not a practicing GP. So take your advice in their own risk. Also, if you're using affiliate marketing in your business, you need to have a disclaimer that says that some of your links are affiliate links. So if people click on that link, you will get rewarded. Disclaimer also, if you want to add the copyright disclaimer, if you are blogging, for example, and you're posting your articles or your book sections or something, you can add a copyright disclaimer, or if you publish a book, for example, you will have your copyright disclaimer. And then you need your refund policy. Now, in the UK, as far as I know, if somebody buys anything online, any product, they legally have to be given 14 days money back guarantee. Any single product that you buy online should have 14 days money back guarantee. The most commonly used is the 30-day money back guarantee though. So again, is something you need to research on in your industry. What is it that you require to have? And again, this refund policy will be there for you and for your customers as well, because they will know that you have a refund policy, so they will feel more safe to buy from you, because they know if they don't like what they bought, then they can get the refund. And for you is good to have, because if you have the terms on how many days of refund you have and what are the conditions, what are the rules regarding to the refund policy, like if they open the box, or if you're selling, for example, underwear, and they open the box, then you're not taking them back because it's not healthy anymore or something like that. So it has to be in your refund policy, and that way you will be protected from people keep asking the money back if they are not have a right to get it back. Then you have to have your insurance, and it's again, there are so many different kind of insurances. You need to put him back to sleep. Yo, I can't go now. Sorry. You have to have your insurance for your business. And if you're working from home, it's always a good idea to have a home insurance as well. But do look into this, because as I wrote my book, I found at least 20 different kind of insurances. And as I'm not a legal expert, I can't go into details right now without my book on what kind of insurances there are. But for example, when I was a children's activity provider, I needed, what's that it called? I needed an insurance to go public liability insurance to be able to work with communities. So make sure to research your industry to know which kind of insurance do you need. And then you need contracts. You need to have contracts for your clients, for your partners, if you have business partners, and for your employers. These are 3 different kind of contracts, but you can use the similar template and just tweak it around according to what's the purpose of that. And again, these contracts are for you to be safe when you're dealing with other people. For example, if you are a coach like me, if you sign a contract, both of you and your client, then the client will know that it's legally binding, and is she or he needs to keep to the rules, needs to follow the guidelines, and needs to understand that they taking the decisions on their own risks. So make sure to have your contracts, because these will explain every rules about your how you deal with each other. And lastly, you might need some kind of qualifications depending on what kind of business you do. Some of them may require a qualification. And then let me see my notes. Visuals, documentation, time management, and let's stop the sharing now. So I hope this makes sense. Like to think I have to have the manual for when someone buys the businesses. Yeah, that's again a new good way to think about this. So if somebody buys your business and you can hand them a business manual, that would mean a word for them, because they would know everything about the business straight away without spending months and years researching your business. So the next thing in organization is to organize our time. And I wanted to share with you how to create your Google Calendar. But as my daughter woke up just now, I just hope she's gonna go back to sleep. I just quickly go through it. And where is my calendar? And it's gonna load. Now, I like to use a Google Calendar to schedule my days and months. And this is really helpful to have your all to-do lists into get-done lists to make sure that you cover everything that you need to do in a daily basis, and without having overwhelmed, without becoming a scrolling zombie on social media. So to focus on what you need to do and when you need to do. This saves a lot of time. This changed my whole life. So as you can see, I'm on my Google Calendar, but you can do this in your printed calendar as well. I like to use online calendars because it's easy to change things if they're not working. So I personally like to go by week, seeing the weeks, and you can set up things here. Now I have a full training video on this, and if you like to see that, then contact me, message me, or go to my Facebook profile or go to my YouTube channel and you will find a video, because I created a video already on this. But basically what you need to do is you have to have a list of your tasks, what you need to do in a day or in a week. And once you have that task, you need to prioritize them. What is the things that you cannot change, that is non-negotiable? And for me, for example, the school runs are like that. So those are the first thing you need to add to your calendar. Now to add it, you press the create button and you add the title. I add school run. And then it's an event, so you can add it to repeat. And let's set the date. It's not Sunday, it's gonna be Monday. And I want it to repeat every weekday. And I want it to be on 7:45. 7:45 a.m. till I reach home 9:30 p.m. And I don't know why. Oh, this is p.m. This is e.m., not p.m. Okay. And 7:35, so 7, this is stupid now. Okay, e.m. Okay. And then I want it to repeat every Monday to Friday. And then I can choose the color, what color I want. And I can choose if I'm busy or if I'm free, so people can book appointments or not. And then when you press save, it will go into your calendar. And then you add all the things that are non-negotiable first, and then you do the most important things. For example, my business work will be the next. I'm not going to walk you through this now because I have a video on that, so do let me know if you need it and I will send you that one. The other things you should consider is content planning. And I want you to show you my content planner. I'm using Social Bee to have all my content in one place. And if you plan your content, you can have one day in a month or one day in a week to plan all your social media content in one go. And then you can forget about it for a week or for a month. That will save you lots of time. And I use Social Bee because I really love how this works. You can have content categories. As you can see, I have a lot of different kind of categories. And I have the content categories according to what kind of content should I have in my business. So I do going to cover that as well now. There are, I think, 6 types of content what everybody should use or is good to use in your marketing. And the first one is emotional content. Emotional content is what creates some kind of emotion in the people who's reading or watching your videos. Emotional content also, when you get your stories out, the stories about you, which is mostly, most people tell you to put like a long story post and stuff. But basically, the main thing is to have a few sentences, more than a couple of sentences. So people need to click on the read more. That way, it's counted as interaction, so Facebook would show it to more people. Now, when we deal with our stories, we should concentrate on one event only at the time, and not from birth till where you are right now, because that's going to end up with a very, very long post, and nobody going to read it. Or some people might read it, but it's going to be really hard. And so basically, when I'm using Social Bee, I categorized my content regarding to the content types that we need in a business. And the emotional content was the first one. And let me just see, my memory is horrible. Oh, I wrote it down. The next one is values, principles, and your unpopular opinions. Now, when you use unpopular opinions in your social media, it's important to filter your audience, because we don't want everybody to be in our business, to be on our feed. We want the people who's going to be our customers. And when we share our values, principles, and unpopular opinions, people will either resonate to it, or people won't like it. Whoever won't like it, they will go away from your feed. And those people are not your ideal clients. Who will resonate with it, they will feel more connected with you. So they will start getting to like you. Because what we want basically is, people buy from people, and they want to know you, they want to like you, and then they want to trust you. And when you have these emotional contents, these are help them to know you. When you have your values, principles, and unpopular opinion, sorry, this help them to like you. And then the next one are questions, which can have multiple source or multiple functions for you. It can be engagement boosting post, if you post questions like this or that, like, are you coffee or tea person, or are you an early bird or a night owl? And these can help you also to decide when do you want to post your content, or which kind of content should you use. You can use polls to know what they like to do, what they want from you. And also, using questions and surveys will tell you the things that you don't know. So if you struggle to find out things about your ideal clients, do a survey, post a survey, and ask the questions that you don't know. And whoever filled the form for you, they will give you the answers. That way you will know exactly what they want. And the same way, you can ask them if they like to consume books or PDFs, or if they like to consume videos, or if they like to consume audios. And that way you will know what kind of content to create for your audience. Then we have our expertise post. In the expertise post are something like, for example, what you are watching now, this masterclass, where I can show you that I'm the expert of the field, but I am. Also, you can use data from the internet, like statistics, to prove your point. Now, I'm not really good at this because I never find statistics what I need, and I can never ever remember numbers. But these are really good to use in your business. If you find statistics that you can link with the post that you're writing, then the people will see that you are talking about a fact, is not just an opinion, it's something relevant, something real. Then the next kind of content that you should have in your business is testimonials. Nowadays, we have so many promotions and advertisement pushed into our faces. We human beings don't like to be sold to. We like to buy products, we like to solve our problems, but we don't like if people selling to us. That's why we have some kind of barrier. We don't trust the people who try to sell us, but we trust the testimonials. If we see other people like it, other people had the results, other people benefited from your business, then we're more likely to join the group and more likely to purchase that product or that offer, because we can see that how many people's life has been changed already. So it's really powerful. And the last kind of content is the promotional content, which is on how to sell your things. So people won't buy things from you if you don't put a promotion up, if you don't put an offer out, because how they know if you're selling if you don't have a post for it? You know, they need to know what are you selling and what's the price and stuff. So it's important to have regularly some kind of promotional post, but the promotional post can be something else as well, not just selling stuff. You can promote your YouTube channel, you can promote your free PDF, you can promote your free Facebook group, or if you had an interview with someone, you can promote that interview. You can basically promote any other kind of your business. Or if you linked with some affiliate marketers, you can promote their products. So it's have a wide variety of usage what you can use in a promotions. And that take us to week 4, which is building the frame. Now I wanted to have some exercise in here. But first, take a look at our value ladders. We have to have a value ladder in our business. Don't know if you can see. You have a piece of paper and draw these stairs up for yourself. This is about our business. Now, we're not going to have only one kind of offers. We're going to have eventually multiple of them. And a value ladder is actually a form of having your content organized or having your offers organized the way that people with low budget can also reach you. They can also be your customers, or people with higher budgets can also have something to buy from you. And also someone who's beginner in your field or someone who's already an expert can also buy into your business. So the first thing on the ladder, we normally start with the free things. So this is our free things, your free Facebook group, your free trainings, your PDFs, all your free materials that you can give for free. Then the next one are the very cheap things, like, I don't know, like £7 or £10 books, for example. That can be your second step. If you have some books to sell, or if you have something that is really like a cheat sheet or something, this is very valuable worksheet or PDF, then you can sell it. Here is a low ticket something. And then you can have your next level something like, I don't know, from 100 to 200 or something like that. It's just about, it's just an approximate amount, so you can see the difference. So the next step is a higher level. It can be something like courses. And then you can have your next level for, let's say, group activities or group coaching or something like that. Is depending on your business. So after the cheap books, they can have the next level. They can buy courses from you or something, or then they can buy the group coaching, and then they can buy something which is like one-to-one. It all depends on your business. It can be different thing as well. Like in first, they can, if you are product-based, first they can have a test tube of your toothpaste, for example. Then they can buy a small toothpaste, or then they can buy a full pack of which have shower gels and toothpaste and soap and everything inside. And then they can buy a full pack for a full family, not just one person. Make this value ladder according to your business, to your offers, to have something for everyone, not just one kind of offer. I hope I'm not going too fast here. And then another thing I wanted to ask you, which thing you want me to show you. I can show around in a website, or I can show around in a Facebook page, or lay out how to build a course, or how to build forms that what you can build and sell things on. I don't want to be too long though. So if you're still here, let me know which one would you prefer. Time-wise, the forms would be the quickest option, in my opinion, or maybe to lay out the course. But any of them you can choose, and I will show you. Because basically in the 6 weeks, is in the 4th week, we build out everything. We build out our social media, we build our value ladder, our websites, our courses if we sell courses, we build our books if we sell books, we build our, if we have an e-commerce, we build the e-commerce platform. So all these things we create in week 6. And I can't see comments, so I'm going to show you how to create a form, because I'm sure everybody going to use a form once in their life, and the rest of them not sure if everybody will use it. Oh, let me share my screen. I do hope I shared my screen before when I wanted to. So let me just go here. And I use JotForm for my forms, but you can use any other platform. I just really love the way how JotForm works. I just need to log out now from here. We're just going to create another one. Just open one of my courses. Forms. So when you press the create course, you will have an empty page in here. I'm showing you around on my ready form if it's loading. I like JotForm because you can create it any way you like. So it will have automatically a place for you to add your logo, and every element you click on, you can edit that element in here. You can change the logo. If you want a new element in the left side, you have this plus icon, and you can add so many different things like header, full name, email, address, phone, so many things. Now, how I like to have my forms are, you have a title and you have a small small subtitle of what is this course is. And then you add the fields what you need to collect. So we normally collect name and email address for sure, but depending on what you're looking for, on what you want to do with the form, you can add different things. So you can add questions. You can add this. This is a short answer. So in this one, they can add the short answer, but this one, they can add the long answer. And then this one, they can choose a number, like how many stars would you give me, for example, for this training. And then you can have a choice where they can choose only one option, or they can choose more than one option in this one, and even add other. You can add text wherever you want. You can add the place where they can add how many stars they think your course or your training or whatever it is, how many stars would they give you. And also, if it's a testimonial form, because this is a testimonial form, you can ask them to upload an image. So you can use their image with a testimonial. But then you need to ask if you can use their testimonial and if you can use their image. So I have a question in the end. Can I use your feedback in my marketing, promotions, and social media? And then they can choose yes with name and picture, yes with the name but not with my picture, yes but without name and picture, or no. And then they decide what they want to do after they submitted the form. Now you can add payments. If you go here, add payment, you can link your PayPal or you can link your Stripe. You just drop or your box here. And then once you connected your Stripe, you can create a new product in here. I'm not going to go through this now, but I'm going to have a walkthrough video very soon, maybe next week, on forms, because this is again a long thing. Now also in the forms, in Jot form, you can change the design and you can choose templates, how you want them to look like. You can change your colors to choose your brand colors in here. You can choose a font, I think, as well. You can choose the layout. You can have styles different. So do play around with it. It's good. Once we build everything for our business, what we need, then we reach to week 5 of our 6 weeks building a business plan. And the week 5 is automation. And I'm staying here because I want to show you how you can link your things to work together. And if I click on the settings in the Jot form, I can integrate things. Now, integrate means that you make 2 tools to work together as a team. And as you can see shortly, you have lots of options to integrate. So I will integrate Active Campaign. And then to do that, I need to have this API URL and API key. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Now let me open Active Campaign and I show you where to find that. Most of the time when you want to link 2 tools to work together, you will need this information. And that's why I want to show it for you. So I'll just quickly log in. And most of the time, most of the platforms will have this API information in the development options. Now to go there, for example, in Active Campaign, you have to click the settings. And I think PayPal is the same. You will find it in a settings. And I do hope I share my screen. Yeah, it's sharing. And it's not loading. Just check if I have any questions. No questions. Come on, load, load, load. Must be my internet connection is slow or something is not want to load. Here we are. So we are in the settings now. As you can see, lots of options here. You need to find the developer. Then you click on that one and you can see API access. Now you need to copy this URL and go back to your form and paste it to the URL. Then go back to the other tool, to ActiveCampaign, copy this key and go back to the form and copy or paste it where it belongs, to the API key. And then press Authenticate. And then you need to choose what do you want it to do. So I want to create and update a contact. And then you need to choose select a list. I would choose, let's see, any of them. Then when people fill this form, they will automatically go into your ActiveCampaign, so into your email marketing, into your list. And here you can choose the things, which thing you want to link with them. I don't have the email in here. I need to add an email part in here, but you need to have an email and a full name to have linked with your email provider. So basically, lots of tools work the same way. You can link them together. If you have a WordPress website, so many tools will work the same way, that you need to add this API information, and then they will work together. So again, you go to your settings in the tool where you need the key from, and go to developer, and then you will find the API access, and just copy and paste it where it belongs in the other tool. Another thing I wanted to show you now that I'm in ActiveCampaign is automations, because that's something everybody would use once or two times. So I'm just going to create a new one. So you see there is an automation button. And I think most of the email marketings would work the same way. So you just press create an automation. And I had a trouble before, start from scratch. I had a trouble before that whoever taught me how to create an automation, they showed me one way, and that way, if people signed up for my courses, for example, I had a 5-day challenge which started on Monday, but somebody signed up on Tuesday, they stuck in the top of the automation. They didn't go through it, so they haven't received any of my emails. But now I know a different way, which is sort this out. So first you need to add a trigger. What's going to trigger this automation? And so I start with subscribing to a list. So if somebody subscribes to one of my lists, they will get into this automation. Let's choose any for now. Just choose any. And it runs only once or multiple times. I leave it once. And then add start. And then it's starting it for you. Now you need to add the first step. The first step is probably you're going to send them an email, create an email, and you name it like welcome, blah, 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 whatever they signed up for. And then you can edit this email. Now it's gonna drop me there, but I'm not going to write the email right now. I just want to show you how to automate it. So I just press the save and exit, and you can go back to it later. So once you are in the automation, you can click any of these things and then you can edit them. Now we have the first email, and let's say we want this next email to go out on a certain date. Then we have to set a goal in here. So you go to conditions and go to goals. You can set up a date instead of this, but if you set up a date, that will happen what I just mentioned before, that people will stuck on the top. If we set a goal, people not going to stuck on the top, they will automatically go to the goal what they reached. This goal would be day 1, let's say. If it's a challenge, for example, this is the day 1 goal, and then you need to click on a click to add the goal. And then you need to add when this goal is reached. So let's say date and time, and always set it to current year and the time zone that you are in, not set to the contact's time zone. Set it to your time zone, so it's not making a confusion in the system. And let's say current year, you have to specify everything in here. Current year is 2021. Then add an extra one and add another one, current month. Current month is, let's say, August. And then add another one, current where is it? Current year, current month, current day of the month is the first. And then you need to add the time. So time again, current time, and the time on when you want this to happen, let's say 6 a.m. And then save. And here, add when this goal is below contact's position or anywhere. I would leave it as below for now, because that's gonna work for the basic automations. And what happens if they don't meet this goal? You have to set it to wait until the conditions are met. That way, people are not going to jump around your automation. They will go exactly where they need to go. And then save. Excuse me. Now, we have our first goal. Next, we have to add the next email. Sending options, email. Again, create a new one on the day 2, for example, or day 1. Should have been day 1 anyway. So you can edit if you want. And it's dropping me again to compose the email, but I'm not going to, so save and exit. If you want to edit, you can edit, but it's just one click in here and you can edit. And now what happens if somebody sign up for one of your list, what you chosen, they come in here, they're going to get the first welcome email, and then they're going to wait here until the 1st of August 6 a.m. When 1st of August 6 a.m. comes, then they're going to jump to the next thing. If they join in let's say 2nd of August, they're going to still wait in here because they do not meet the condition, because it's already gone. So they're going to jump to the next goal once you're setting the next ones and next ones up. So those people will miss some parts, but they will be joined up with the rest of the people. And then whenever you finished with your automation, when you have all the contents here, then you have to end it. So condition and workflow, and where is it? End this automation. And that is your automation quickly in a few minutes. I hope it's help. Do reach out to me if you need more help with it, because I'm sure it was really brief and really quick. But it's actually not too difficult to get this done. And I'm going to have a training on this soon as well. Now let me go back to the screen. Let me see if there's any questions. I have the automation. And the last week in the 6 weeks program is the selling program. Now, there are multiple ways to sell things, and the best thing to do is, as I mentioned before, using this value ladder. First, you want your people to get your free things. And is another word to say funnel. So many people using funnels. It's basically the similar things. So you're gonna have your people on your wall, on your Facebook, for example, and you offer them this free thing. That's gonna be on the top of your funnel. Once they consume the free thing, you can invite them to your other thing, for example, into your group. Then they could interact with you in the group. Then you can give them a cheap offer something. And once they buy that cheap something, then you can add them to a higher ticket something. So this is kind of like you want people to have your freebie first, because you want to build this connection. You want them to trust you. And the biggest, easiest way to make them trust you if you give value for free. And also when you want to sell something, before and after care is very important. How you deal with the people. It's not nice to be a transactional person, to only communicate with people if they buy from you. So do give value upfront, give value for free so people can know you. And if they don't buy your offer, you can still be friends, you can still communicate with each other, you can still provide value in your free groups or wherever else. Don't just kick them out because they don't buy from you. And also, if they buy from you, then again, even more you need to connect with them, give them more and more and more value, over deliver always what you sold them. And that way you nurture these connections, and they're gonna be better leads to buy your next and next and next offers. Now, the best thing is to sell any products or services or anything is to have a structure which is stand from 4 things. You have to have a hook, which is something that makes them stop what they are doing, stop scrolling. They make them interested in what you have to say. It can be some image what you put in Facebook, for example, which will make them want to read the content which linked to the image. Or it can be a statement, or it can be a question. Just like if you would ask, like how I did with my these master classes. Like, have you ever been wanted to start a business but didn't know where to start or what kind of business to do? Whoever is my ideal client, they read this content and they will be interested in, oh, he knows what I'm thinking about. So it has to be something that connects with your ideal client. And this is the part where you need to take their, their pain points and their visions and where they want to be, because you can drive in two different directions. You can drive them away from the pain of what they're facing now, because every people wants to avoid pain, and we human beings, we want to do anything in our power to get rid of the pain what we have. Or you can drive them towards the goal what they want, where they want to be. Or you can try to mix them in your offers, and these are the best things to do, to mix these two. Now, once you have your hook and they listening to you, then you need a tiny little story, an event from your life, to build the connection with them, to let them know you. So then they will want to hear from you because they're interested in the topic, and then they want to hear from you because they know you, they feel you, they need to feel the emotions to connect with you. And once you're done with your story, you can have a bridge before you give into your offer, because I forget to add the offer basically, because you have your story and then you have the offer. You tell them what are you selling or what is it that you're talking about. And then you have a bridge, because lots of people feel awkward to give an offer and then tell people to buy the things, or to go from their stories to buy, to tell people to buy my stuff. So it's good to have a bridge, which is actually things like, I did the hard work to create this course for you, so it's your time now to take action, and then you tell them what they need to do. So the close is the call to action, to tell them exactly what they need to do, where they need to click, where they have to message, or what is the action, what they need to do. Don't make them search for the solution, because then they're going to just leave. They forget, they're not going to come back. Now, I wanted to share with you a video I created before, and I was wondering who can tell me what is wrong with this video. It's a 2-minute video, and I'm wondering if you can tell me what's wrong with this video. It contains the elements, the hook, the story, bridge, and the close element, but tell me what's wrong with this.
Are you a single parent without support? Your kids are all day in the childcare so you can work to provide for them. You hardly get any quality time together but constantly worrying about their future. What if you could turn your passion and existing skills to a business, save time and money to spend with your kids? I was there, back in Hungary in 2011, after delivering my twin boys. I've gone home to a mother shelter. I didn't know what to do, how to get a job without childcare. Eventually, my maternity has finished and I lost my kids. After that, I've been through living hell, homelessness, prostitution, drug use, physical, mental and sexual abuse. I can't allow anyone else to go through that pain. That's why I'm so passionate about my new course. I wish I knew what I know now back then. I wish I knew about the self-education industry, and I wish I had the tech that we have now in 2021. But you can have all of that if you click the link below. This is not a get-rich-quick solution, but a life-changing opportunity, but you won't regret. And if you do, I have a 30 days money-back guarantee, so you actually don't risk anything. I did the hard work creating a course for you to turn your passion and existing skills to a business on a low budget. Now it's your turn to take action. So if you're ready to take control of your life and make your dreams a reality, stop the non-stop worrying about your kids' future, then click the link below. Sign up and I'll see you inside.
Now, let's see who can tell me what was wrong with this video. And I'm just wondering, I just give like a few seconds to see if anyone knows what was the problem with this video, because it did contain the hook, it did contain the story, the bridge, and the close. So what was wrong with this video then? And I can see 2 of you watching, even though it's midnight. So thank you very much for hanging around till midnight. And so I'd really like to know your opinion on what's wrong with this video. Thomas say, what's wrong? Not sure. Okay. So let me tell you. The problem was with that video that I was, that was a new tactic for me, a new thing. And I basically wrote a script, and I was reading the script while I shoot the video. And so as you could see the video, I wasn't looking at the camera, because when you are on a camera, you should be looking at the camera of your phone and not on the screen. And so that video, what I showed you, is lost the connection, because I wasn't watching you. I wasn't looking at your eyes. I wasn't telling you the things. I was just reading a book or something like that. So it lost the connections between the viewer and between me. So let me show you a video which I corrected, how a good video looks like. And this is 3 minutes video, but this is a good one.
Have you ever wanted to start a business but push the idea aside for some reason? Perhaps you don't know what kind of business to do or where to even start. Starting a business can be very intimidating, time-consuming, and overwhelming sometimes. I know, I've been there. I spent months and years on YouTube watching videos. I've joined free challenges and masterclasses. I read lots of books, and I even paid hundreds for courses to learn just the basics, how to get my business set up and running. I was very sad to realize that most of the people don't have any material that will walk you through from the beginning, from how to even find out what kind of business to do until your first sales, to have every single step that you need. That's why I'm so excited, because I've created a course just for you that includes everything that you need. This 6 weeks intensive course will show you how to turn your passion and existing skills into a business on a low budget in 6 weeks. So if you are ready to build your dream business, click the button below and sign up now. Now, whoever signs up for the course will also have access to a private group where I'm going to host regular group coaching sessions, and you will have a chance to ask any questions that you have during these 6 weeks and beyond. Now, this course is not a get-rich-quick solution. So if you are looking for a magic wand to create your business and get rich quick, you are in a wrong place. But if you are someone who's going to take action and willing to do the work, and someone who can trust the process, you are in the right time and the right place right now. Because right now, you have access to an introductory price for only £111 until the 1st of August, when the course will be ready and running up on the platform. So don't waste the time. Go click the button below and sign up
now, so you won't need to look anymore, and you don't need to waste your time and money to get your business up and running. You're not convinced yet? Don't worry. You are literally not risking anything. If you are not satisfied with my course, you will have 30 days to cancel at any time, and I'm going to pay you back every single penny. And these 30 days will start from the 1st of August, obviously, when you will have access to the course. So I did the hard work to create this course for you to help you out to get your business up and running. Now is your turn to take action. Press the button below and join us, and let's build your business up together right now. So we saw the better version, but as I'm watching it, we are our biggest critic as always, I already see the problems with this one as well. But this is a way better video than I created first time. However, when you create a video, make sure your lightings are right, because on that video my lighting was a bit off. The window still had too much shine in behind me, and you know, as you can see, my self in the camera now is not too much above me, and if I would be sitting in the middle, wouldn't be too much in next to me either. But the video you saw, it had so much space between my head and the end of the screen. So it wasn't well positioned, but I think it's a good video though. Now, as an ending of this masterclass, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you had lots of value out of this. And I like to have a homework. And if you have any offers already, if you are ahead in your business already, create a 2 minutes video to sell something. Now, you should have the hook, the story, bridge, and the close inside. And it's always good to have some kind of excuse dealing inside. So as you heard, I said about the money back guarantee. So I dealt with their excuses that they worried about the money, or worried about that I'm not good enough, or worried that they don't like the course or something like that. I also dealt with the other excuse or another expectation that this is not a magic wand. You're not going to have you know, not going to be rich overnight. So include some elements like this in your pitch to make it way better, to make it make your viewer feel that you're talking to them. You know exactly what's in their head, and you can straight away answer their questions, even though they didn't ask it yet. So, how did you like this masterclass? Let me know if you have any questions below. Why I would really love to invite you for my course. And as you could see my video, I'm running a new or created a new course, and I'm really, really excited about this because I wish somebody would show me this course before. When I started out, and I wouldn't waste that much money and that much time, how much I wasted. And I like you to have access to every single thing that you need to start your business as in as short time as possible. And so that's why I created this course for you, which is 6 weeks course. And let me show you how many things I'm covering on that 6 weeks. So you can see exactly if it's for you or if it's not. The good thing is that as you are in my masterclass now, you have the option to sign up for £111 as an introductory price, because the course is is not fully uploaded yet. and it will be ready on the 1st of August. So whoever buys the course before the 1st of August will have access to this £111. But after the 1st of August, I will be increasing the price because, I added so much value in this course, what other people would sell in 6 other courses. Every single module of mine would be sold individually as an other course if you go to somewhere else. So this is the course. And as I walked you through today, the 6 weeks was about, first week was the desire. What kind of business suits your life? What's the deep reason that can push you through, the 7 levels deep, what I just showed you today. Then you should go solo or as a team. Would you choose the sole trading, partnership, or limited company, or which one is best for you? Then the W is the who. Create your ideal client avatar, which I showed you today. Useful tools to use for researching in your business. And then a post type is to create a diary note, which is really interesting. Then in the organized section, we have branding basics, business name and visuals. Then we have important documents, and every single document I mentioned today, I will have a worksheet on how to create them or templates to see 1 or 2 of them. And then you can tweak it around to fit it to your business. Then we have time management and content creation. So I'm going to walk you through the content calendar scheduling, how to plan your days and weeks, how to plan your content, how to use the content planning tools like the Social Bee step by step, how to plan ahead for launching. Then I'm going to share with you the build the frame part, which is an interactive section. You need to choose the topics from here on, what's fit to your business. And then I'm going to show the value ladders, what we just talked about today, how to use Facebook profile, Facebook page, and Facebook group for business is a 101 course included in this course because it's so many things inside there. Then how to build a website on WordPress. I'm going to show my screen and step by step walk you through how to create your own business. Then how to build a course. I will help you laying out from start to end to have your course launched as short period of time as possible. I will show you how to set up an eBay store. Then we step to the automation to link all your tools together, how to make your tools work together, and some snippet I showed you today on how to use the API key. But I will show more inside this course. Then how to set up email automations, in deep training I'm going to show you on that one. Then I will show you how to use a chatbot. And then we step into the lead generation, where I'm going to show you how to create what kind of lead generation you can have, the types of lead generation. Then how to set up a free challenge. Then how to create a PDF, how to use YouTube for business, how to publish a book, sell like a pro strategy and philosophy, which is everything that you need to know to create your perfect pitches and perfect posts that you need for selling. Then I'm going to show you how to price your offer, how to find the best price for what you have to offer. Then talk about before and after care, like selling before selling and after selling. What do you do with your customers? And then you have your congratulations that you finished the course. So I'm really excited and I can't wait to see who likes this all and who wants to join me on this course. And do me a favor, even if you don't join. I know you're going to be able to start your business, and tell me how you're going. So let me know if how you doing with your business. Keep me in the loop and let me know if you're making progress. And do let your friends know about this masterclass, because this reply will be available so they can watch it and they will have access to the course as well then. And I'm really glad that you joined me today, and I'm thank you for all the interaction and all the fun we had today. And I'd like to have your feedback, and I'm going to see you next time. Bye bye.